Okay, so now we are back with another things. Okay, now we are moving on towards the race. Okay, there are five races in US: the Hispanics, that is the people of the Spain that moved there, and the non-Hispanics. And non-Hispanics, we have American Indian and Alaskan Native. We have the whites, we have the blacks, and we have the Asian or Pacific Insiders. We make these five groupings. Okay, let us do that now. We will use year. No, we will be using Hispanic origin here and year here. Okay. And then we will be moving down and see all the other stuff is the same or not. Yes, it's the same. Okay. Then I'll be sending this request. It is showing the Hispanics and Latino data, and then we have the non-Hispanics data, and then we have the last one that is a not stated. It's not applicable, and we might even omit this data. Those who are not stated there, it is just 584. So we can just mention this and then write in our methodology section that this data was not applicable or not available. I have saved this for the Hispanics one. Let me open this. Again, what I will do, I will clean this data. Okay, for the non-Hispanics, I will be deleting this data because I will have to check by the whole thing. I will have to see whether they were black or whether they were white and all that stuff. Okay, so I will be deleting it. Sorry. Okay, now this is the Hispanics data. Now I will have to extract for the non-Hispanics one. Okay, I will go back here and I will choose race. Okay, and then I will send the request again. Okay, so now it's showing me American Indian data from 2002 because before this there was no data of the American Indian death. Okay, that's fine with me. I will report this in my methodology section. All the limitations you have to keep Word document with yourself. Like I can write here the data of the age groups. This was not limited, and the data of not stated, those who had not stated their races was not stated. Okay, and for the American Indian, the data was not available from before 2002. You have to write all these limitations, and then we will be writing them in our methodology part. Okay, so this was the American Indian. Then we have the Asian Pacific Islanders, and then for the blacks, and then we have the whites. Okay, and this the total is 230. 230 here, 22, 4,000, 1,500, and the last were those of the Hispanics, and it is showing the total data. Okay, what I will do is I will extract this data. I've extracted this data. Okay, I will be cleaning this data then. Again, there is unreliable data. Okay. So for that, let me tell you guys how to clean it because last time we saw that it was showing as 0.0000. Okay. So for that, we wrote 0.0001. Okay. But here the data is not 0.00. For that, what we have to do is we have to take the mean. Either we can do this thing that we can replace this with 1.6 because it will just create a single line. Or the other thing we can do is we can take the mean of the next three and then replace it here. Okay. So you can use that thing. And okay, rest of the data is normal. I will be copying this data and placing it with those of the Hispanics. Okay, so I have pasted this data here. This is of the races data. Okay, and then I will save this data and use it later on. So we have done the overall mortality, we have done the genders, we have done the age groups, we have done the races. Next thing is the states. We will do the states. Okay, we will go here and we will go for choosing the states. Okay, now we have chosen the states. I will just check all the things are in place or not. They are in place, and I will send the data. Sorry, I made a mistake here. I will go back. For the states one you want write year here, you will just write the states. Okay, I will have to not select it. Okay, now I send the data again. And it is now showing me the deaths in all the states from the Alabama to Wyoming, and that's the for the whole states. Okay, and the best thing about CDC Wonder is that it also shows you the map of the US regarding the different mortality rates. You can save this with yourself also. Once again, I will export the data and I will clean the data. Okay, then we have done the races, we have done the states. Next, we have to do is the census region and then urban and the rural areas. Okay, so let's go for the census region. This is the census division, census region. There are four census regions of the US, and for this one, we would be doing just like the gender. Okay, when you will do this practically on the CDC Wonders, you will get to know every single thing that how is it done. Okay, otherwise without practice you cannot practice the CDC Wonder analysis. And the best thing about the CDC Wonder analysis is you can use the scale for other databases also. Okay, the NCD risk factor database, and it's a very very important skill to have in your CV that you know how to analyze a database. Okay, so with the census region 1 is the Northeast, census region 2 is the Midwest, census region 3 is the South, census region 4 is the West, and then I will export this data, clean that data, and save it with me. Okay, that was for the census region. Last is the data for the urbanization. Here I will use year and I will choose none. Everything's same except this one now. The metro means urban and non-metro means ruler. So first I will use the metro. I will extract this data. Okay. Once again, I will export it. I will clean it. Okay. Then back again. I will extract the data for the non-metro. I will send it and I will make a one file of the metro and the non-metro regions. Okay. So this was about the data extraction. One thing left we are that is how to extract the data for 2021 to 2023 and 2023 to last week provisional data. I will go back, multiple cause of death data, and I will come here. Okay. Here, from the current final multiple cause of death data is from 2018 to 2023, and this is from 2018 to last week data. I will request data from here. Okay, and in the same way that we extracted the data beforehand, we will be extracting the data. Okay, the year, then we have the genders, then we have the races, Hispanics, and all that stuff. Here, the races might be different, but you have to always add the races into five categories. Okay, Hispanics, single race, six one, you will use that. Okay, the Pacific Islanders, Alaskan, and all that, you will be adding them together. You just have to make these five categories that I have mentioned you beforehand. The age groups and states, census regions, metropolitan. Metropolitan data is not available for 2018 to 2023. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. It is not available for any disease. Any problem in the CDC Wonder database is not your problem, it's their problem. Okay, so you don't need to worry about anything like that. It's not any problem on your end. You just have to make sure you are extracting the data right. The census regions and yes, this stuff we have to do, medical facilities, and yes. Okay, so when you will have extracted the data, let me show you guys. This is from 2018 to 2025. Okay, provisional and partial, and this is the data. Okay, so I will export this data. Download. Yes. Okay, so now you have this data available from 2018 to 2023. How will you add this data with the data previously we had? Let me show you. This is one important step. Let me go for the gender one. Okay, so overall here we have overall data and I will paste it here. Okay. We don't need the data of 2018 to 2019. We will be skipping that because it's already there above and also 2020. We just need the data of 2021, 2022, 2023. And I will paste it here. Okay. And also we don't need the crude death rate data. We don't need this before moving it here. Okay. Firstly, we should have cleared it up. We'll be removing this. We will be removing. Oops, sorry. We'll be just taking up this data. Okay. Copy. Okay, now that's perfect. So now we have got the data from 1999 to 2025, right? So for this one, we will just add them. For the deaths, we will just add them. I will just write sum from, where is it starting? It is starting from C46, or I can just even highlight it. C46 to C72. Good. Okay. And I will just copy it here. But for the age adjusted mortality rate, I cannot sum them. It's a different thing. Age adjusted mortality rate have been already adjusted. So here I will just write average. I will use average function and then I will use this one. Okay, and then I will copy it here till the last one. So that's how you will do the overall total analysis of the data extraction. Okay, thank you.